With Build 42 taking its time, you might be getting bored in Project Zomboid. Well, I'm here today to share with you 10 mods that will surely cure all of that boredom and make the wait for Build 42 just a little more bearable. These are going to be mods that are just for fun and add all kinds of cool and even strange stuff that you can collect and mess around with in your game. Starting off with our first mod, Video Game Consoles by Spicy Apples adds in various retro consoles along with their games for you to find and even play in your world. The consoles that it adds are the Game Boy, Game Gear, SNES, NES, Sega Genesis, and the Atari 2600 along with 5 popular game cartridges for each console. If that isn't enough for you, there are also 2 mods by Eric1894 that add in more NES games and more Game Boy games. This mod makes it a lot of fun to build up your video game collection even after the apocalypse and gives you something else to do when you're getting bored in Project Zomboid. Next we have the entirety of Shrek 1 and Shrek 2 as VHSs by Fedcap and Some Asshat, and yes, that is actually their name. You can probably already tell what this one does, but let me just make it clear to you, it adds the entire Shrek movie as a lootable VHS in the game that is complete with the entire script of the movie. Judge for yourself what you will do with this knowledge. Third on our list is Pokemon Trading Cards by Duchess. This is a super cool mod that adds in the original and complete base, jungle, and fossil set booster packs from the 90s Pokemon card game. You can find booster packs and booster boxes around the map and even a binder to put your collection in. The cards can even be found in holo form. There's also a checklist to keep track of your collection, and of course, the best part probably is that you can view the full card from your inventory screen. Number 4 is actually 2 mods, being the Playable Arcade Machines and the Simple Playable Pianos mod by Pseudonymous Ed and Authentic Peach. These both should be pretty self-explanatory, but they definitely add more depth and fun to the game. The piano one specifically is rather in-depth with dozens of piano pieces to play with varying difficulties. It even has its own skill to level up. Both the arcade machines and the pianos give you a mood boost, but they also are able to be heard by zombies, so watch out. Fifth, we have Sapphs Cooking by Sapphs. This mod takes the already very in-depth Project Zomboid cooking and hugely expands upon it. It adds more recipes, weapons, and food-related items. More specifically, over 40 new types of drinks, 500 plus new food recipes, 500 plus new items, and more than 10 new weapons. On top of all this, it is still being updated to this day, so if you want to ignore the apocalypse going on outside, you can now spend your free time cooking 4-course meals that no one will eat because they're all dead. Our 6th mod today is the Collectible Diecast Cars mod by Gods. The same guy who made the Spoon mod. This is another one of those mods that add in collectibles for you to find around the map, but this time it's little Hot Wheel versions of all the cars in the game, plus some that the creator added themselves. There's even 3 tiers of rarity for these, so go out and find them. 7th is the Rune Scimitar from Old School Runescape mod by Broface. This of course adds in the iconic weapon from everyone's favorite classic MMO into the world of Project Zomboid. Fans of RuneScape will already know that this weapon does a lot of damage and is a great choice when going into combat. It can be found in spots where you would find other rare melee weapons and is sure to bring you nostalgia the moment you equip it. Number 8 is Ducks by Dueler and Duck and Spray. This is yet another collection mod which simply adds in a handful of new colors of rubber ducks to find. Blue, green, orange, pink, purple, and red, along with the classic yellow rubber duck, are all considered common, black and white are uncommon, gold and rainbow are rare, and a brand new zombified rubber duck is an ultra rare drop from zombies. You can even paint them yourself. The 9th mod on our list today is More Smokes by Macus103. This is actually quite a big mod that adds in the farming, processing, and consuming of so many different cannabis and tobacco products. There's even various kinds of paraphernalia added in the mod, so it's a good thing all the police officers have been turned into reanimated corpses. It even adds its own stoned moodle as well as the stoner and paranoid toker traits, which will affect what happens to you when you smoke the devil's lettuce. The 10th and last mod I'll be sharing with you today is a pretty popular one called True Music by IBR Russ along with its countless add-ons. This mod allows you to add in your own music to Project Zomboid in the form of collectible vinyls and cassettes. It also of course adds different music players like boomboxes and record players. The coolest part about this mod though is that many different people on the Steam Workshop have created their own add-ons for it to give you some nice selections of music to easily add in. My favorite one is the Time Period Accurate Music add-on because it adds in all kinds of great songs from the era that also have lyrics that strangely relate to being in a zombie apocalypse even if the song isn't anything close to that. Some other cool ones though are the 80s pop, Vietnam War music, and even the music of Fallout. So that's all the mods I have to share for now. Hopefully you've found some that have piqued your interest because if you download any of these, I guarantee your Project Zomboid playthrough will be much more entertaining. Whether you're out there collecting Pokemon cards or staying in your base watching Shrek for the evening, you'll start to realize that you had no idea living in a zombie apocalypse could be this much fun. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to join the Discord server for questions or anything else if that's something that interests you. I'll see you all soon.